Xinjiang in China's northwest. Essentially the world's largest open-air prison, with restrictions placed on Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities. Witness accounts, satellite imagery and Communist Party documents reveal what appears to be the largest imprisonment of people on the basis of religion since the Holocaust. Mounting evidence suggests a system of forced labour is emerging in Xinjiang. Last October, Chinese state television broadcast these detainees dutifully sewing at a camp in Hotan.
I'm quite used to uncovering dirty secrets of the Chinese government, but when I realized the magnitude and the impact, the implications of what I found, it was really something else.
Adrian Zenz has been combing through official government documents and state media reports. He's found shocking new evidence of what's happening behind camp walls.
Basically, there's a huge scheme going on, a huge plan in Xinjiang to put all kinds of people into different forms of involuntary labor. They're being moved around, a bit like figures on a chessboard, you know? And they're put into places where the government can control them. This kind of cooperation is not voluntary, it's being enforced. For example, if a factory trains and then employs a camp detainee, they get 5,000 renminbi per worker over a course of 3 years. They also get intensive subsidies. For example, they can use a factory building for free for the first 2 years. The most sort of shocking or problematic aspect of this whole scheme in Xinjiang is that it's planned in such detail and enforced with such urgency. Those who are in the camps are supposed to get jobs, permanent factory jobs. The reason is that in these jobs, the government can control them. They can't just take off. They're all together. It's very easy to control people in these environments. They also can't take off on Friday to go to the mosque. They also can't fast. They cannot do basic religious practice.
The sister of Gulnur Idris is forced to work in one of these factories. Dilnur is a qualified nurse and mother of 2 children. In 2017, she and her husband were both arrested and sent to the camps.
My sister is a nurse. She didn't know how to make the clothes.
In May this year, Dilnur was transferred from the camp to work for a textile manufacturer. Using her employee ID card, we traced the company here to this technology park, 30 kilometres north of Urumqi. Dilnur told her sister she's only allowed home to see her children and parents once a week. Her husband is still missing.
His husband still live or die? We don't know. What happened is bad thing happened. I don't know anything.
In June, after several months of no news, Gilnur received a disturbing video call. It was Dilnur. Terrified of being monitored, she scribbled out a series of notes, begging her sister to take the dangerous step of speaking out.
She said, "Eğer men çıkalmay kalsam, mening davarımni qil. O'rnimda tik tur. Hergiz boşap kalma" degan xatni menga yezib kaynida yezib chiqib berdi. Men shuni ko'rdim.
The notes described what she wanted Gulnur to tell the world.
660 people are brought in shackled and handcuffed, and it's big. They have no choice. If they say something, they will end up in jail.
Shu kirim shu yerdan kiryotdi, begunohni ishiltyotdi. pul bermey turuq degan. Tamygym ýakşy emas. Arjatdan kıyın kısta qıwatydy.
Gulnor says her sister kept motioning that she wanted to end her life.
Görünüşde şunçilik bir bisaramçılık, şunçilik bir xil yaxşı emas keyfiyatdy. Mening degan gepim oqamda oqmamda onu bilmeymen de elbette.
Four Corners can reveal that these brands sold in Australia use cotton from Xinjiang. Cotton On and Target Australia are now investigating their relationships with suppliers and factories there. Cotton On even visited the region last September, where their staff member met with a supplier. The factory is just 6 kilometres from a massive re-education camp.
Western companies stand an increasing risk of having products made by forced or at least highly involuntary labor somewhere in the supply chains. It's going to become inevitable as this scheme is unfolding and getting bigger and bigger.